Escape making your marketing 100 times harder than it should be by not being the same as everyone else. The goal is to cut through the noise and attract potential customers. I try not to rely on the tactics that thousands are already employing. Instead, approach the market with a fresh perspective and identify what unique value I can bring to the table. Harvey Specter from Suits said it perfectly.
First impressions last.
And I agree. Every opportunity counts because you most likely only get one shot when someone visits your website. You only have their attention for so long. There are other people out there fighting for that time and attention. Look across your channels and strategies. How many of them truly stand out? Maybe the reason why growth is so hard these days is because the marketing is boring. So try have some fun at what you do instead, because you might be surprised at the results. Marketing isn't the act of sending emails or running ads. Marketing is getting people's attention and getting them to take action. That is marketing. One of my favorite ways to standing out is creatives and branding. This is how you maximize your chances of being noticed, remembered, and considered in buying situations. Up to 75% of campaign performance, right, hinges on the quality of your creative. With more channels and niches and competition than ever, compelling creatives is the fuel that drives marketing growth. So, how do you harness this power? A lot of people ask me, what is brand and why does it matter? A brand is a marker of identity. It signals this is who we are. Most importantly, it conveys a sense of why we are the way we are and do what we do. So here are some examples that relate to this. You have like brands like Apple, where their brand guidelines is innovation, sophistication, and minimalism. So that iconic logo and sleek product design are instantly recognizable across all touchpoints. Another example that relates to this is Nike. So their brand guidelines is inspiration and innovation. Their "Just Do It" tagline is a rallying cry for athletes and dreamers alike. The dynamic imagery and consistent typography make them stand out for something. Another is Mercedes-Benz, so their brand guidelines is luxury and quality. The silver and black color palette evokes luxury, technology, and timeless beauty. It shows consistency, innovation, and consumer centricity and pillars of their lasting legacy. This is where visuals and conversion-focused design come into play. Eye-catching design not only grabs attention, but also communicates your brand's value, personality, and professionalism at a glance. So creatives are the first thing that catches the eye. You only get a brief moment to make an impression, so why not make it count with stunning visuals and design to enhance your content? So enter this game changer. This is called the visual hook. So think about it. What's the first thing that grabs your attention when you land on a website or scroll through YouTube or social media? It's not the walls of text or nitty-gritty details, it's the design. So creatives, visuals, and branding are the magnetic forces that pull you in to make you want to explore more. Picture this, you're scrolling, lost in the mundane, and suddenly, bam, a visual hits your screen, you stop, you're intrigued. That split-second pause is the golden moment where a brand makes its unforgettable mark. So visuals aren't just decoration, they're in the front line in the battle for attention. This is also known as the scroll stopper. Like the hook of your content, you have 2 to 3 seconds to get them to stop scrolling. People are bombarded with constant streams of information, making it increasingly challenging for brands to stand out. This brief moment of attention can be the difference between getting noticed or being overlooked. Here are some quick tips to create eye-catching visuals. One is decide on a core brand identity. Humans crave consistency. Over time, people start to associate specific colors, styles, and elements with your brand. Pick your brand identity and follow it strictly. Create a style guide and guidelines for it all. Another way is to use a distinctive color palette. So make your key elements pop by utilizing contrast between colors, highlighting crucial areas of your visuals. Select your colors strategically, opting for colors that contrast effectively with one another. Number 3 is typography. Select your fonts wisely. Use fonts that are readable and match your tone of brand. Limit the number of fonts to avoid visual clutter. Stick to 1 or 2 fonts. Select fonts that are bold, unique, and easy to read to make your text stand out. Experiment with different font styles, weights, and sizes to create that visual hierarchy. Number 4 is use high quality imagery. Use high resolution images that are relevant to your brand and audience. For example, images that represent real people and situations that your audience can relate to. Use custom graphics and illustrations to create unique visuals that stand out and reflect your personality, narrative, and aesthetic. Try different formats too, like video, animations, and GIFs. Now with that said, here's a checklist you can do this. So number 1 is test performance creative. So become a master of attention with on-brand creative. Creative is one of the biggest levers for scaling paid social campaigns. Continuously test new creatives and find what resonates. Combine static, motion graphics, and video creatives with persuasive copywriting to help you stand out, educate, and establish trust. Number 2 is consistency across channels. Ensure your branding is consistent on all marketing channels, from your website to your social media profiles to your email campaigns, and so on and so forth. This reinforces brand recognition and trust as well. Point number 3 is be unique or be ignored. So capture viewers' attention by using high contrast colors, center alignment, or the rule of thirds to frame central focus. So the rule of thirds splits an image into 9 equal sections. It suggests placing important elements along these lines or where they intersect for a visual pleasing composition. Point number 4 is break through the noise. So the difference between something good and something great is attention to detail. Place your most eye-catching visuals in the prime spots to immediately hook viewers and stop the scroll. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. So point number 5 is consistency is key, but avoid being competitive. Keep the core brand elements in every design for instant recognition, but always keep the visuals fresh and engaging. You want to find that sweet spot, familiar but never boring. Point number 6 is study the greats in your niche. So what you want to do here is analyze why their designs work and then adapt your own unique style to it. So I like the phrase, learn from the best, stand out from the rest. Point number 7 is show, don't tell. With this one, you want to use visuals to simplify complex information and convey messages quickly. Infographics, charts, and diagrams can effectively capture attention and communicate your message more powerfully than text alone. And lastly, point number 8, collaborate with professionals. So I like to do this a lot. I like to work with designers and creatives to elevate the quality of my visuals. So I seek inspiration regularly from various sources, including art, nature, and other brands outside of my industry. So by following these principles, you can create powerful, compelling visuals that not only catches the eye, but also drives engagement and conversions. Transform your campaigns and take your marketing to the next level with the power of creative design. So a distinctive brand will help you maximize your chances of being noticed, remembered, and considered in buying situations. So why settle for mediocrity when you can make a long-lasting impression? Cool, thank you for making it to the end, I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.